Angel, you're my life. Angel, I wanna be your wife. Angel, it may be long. Angel, you and I explore. Take the stars out the sky for you. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do. Ooh. If I could be your girl, if I could be your girl. Let me know who sings that song. I give out a shout out in next week's Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Review. And speaking of shouts out, I want to give a shout out to my girl Stephanie McNeil, the iconic Stephanie McNeil. Love you. For the song that I was singing last week's review, which was Ashanti and Ja Rule, Mesmerize. Love it when you look at me, baby. From 2002, the Last Temptation album. And I also wanted to give a shout out to my girl Megan Walia Battle. Last week I was expressing my concerns about Tia Marie. And as my girl Ty Bibbins say, Big Mama TT. And all the things that's going on with her. And how she's just pretty much wasting her platform and her time. And my girl Megan Walia Battle, she pretty much summed up everything that I was trying to say in a better way, because she's more classy than I am. Okay, and so what she said was, I'm sorry, I don't understand chicks like Tia Marie. Even if you're not dropping music, there are things you can be doing. So she can't be an A&R rap or go to culinary school like Khalees did and be a celebrity wedding planner. A caterer, excuse me. She was like, remember Hillary Banks from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? She opened up her own nonprofit organization, and she became a multimillionaire from that. She says that most artists can't be a Jay-Z, Rihanna, and Beyonce's. I agree. She says sometimes you gotta have a backup plan when shit start to fall off. And she says these women on this show have had access to all the knowledge and money in the world, but never use it to their advantage. These women invest 30 stacks in their bodies, but didn't have time to invest 30 years to shove an associate's degree in their brain. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, that's not exactly what she said, but I'm paraphrasing a little bit. But shouts out to Megan Walia Battle and Stephanie McNeil. Awesome. I live for that comment. Yes, Megan. So anyway, the beginning of this episode started off with Shawty and New, which is Cisco. I just from now on, like I just feel like I'm just gonna say Shawty and New, because every time I see Cisco, he looks shiny and new. He's just very old up, and he's very he stay lubricated, which is very important in his realm of work, as being a Creep Squad member. So anyway, we have Cisco and his oil ass, and we have A1 and his dry dreads. Let me not talk about Ty Bibbins' man like that, child. But so we have A1 and Cisco, and they're sitting around shooting the shit. A1 was just like, yo, my mama, my Woody, my baby, lyrical, she won't let me work with any female artists. She's tripping. I had the opportunity to work with Ty Dolla $ign's sister, and she basically fucked that up. And Cisco, he was just like, yeah, I'm with Tierra, yada to the yada. So all of a sudden we have Moniece and Nia Riley come in, which is Teddy Riley's daughter, because she don't have an identity, so she's just Teddy Riley. Couldn't remember the nigga name. Teddy Riley daughter. Because Nia Riley ain't doing nothing on this damn show. What is Nia Riley doing on the show? Enjoy the music. What is Nia Riley doing on the show? Nothing. She broke up with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy got mad at Mona, cussed her out. He's no longer a member of the show. And what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Nia Riley? But now that I think about it, I think that Nia Riley's position on the show is one that I would like to have probably on the show. Because when you think about it, Nia Riley ain't none of her drama on the show. Ain't none of her tea on this show. Now, mind you, there's a flip side of that because, she's looked at as boring and, nobody knows her. So she won't get fame from the show, probably. But the fact that she can still be on the show, get some kind of check. It's not the biggest check because that's going to Keyshia Cole. But she gets some kind of check. And the fact that nobody's constantly coming for Nia Riley on Twitter and, she's never being attacked because she's not a main cast member. I think that's a role that I would like because folks can be there's a lot of positivity online, but I think there's even more negativity online. And people just says whatever and people can be really, really ugly and vicious. And the fact that Nia Riley don't have to deal with any of that, I think is great. But, also, like I said, she's not as famous as the other girls on the show. And guys, and she's also not getting the biggest check because her name is not Keyshia Cole or even Monique Slaughter. So hey, anyway, so Monique and Nia Riley, they came in to basically check Cisco, but they ended up getting checked by Shiny and New, and he was just like, yeah, I took her ass to 24-hour dehydration clinic. And he was just like, well, what the hell y'all asses been doing? Monique, she got upset. She was just like, you know what, Cisco? I'm going through this in my family right now. This is very personal to me. And I need help and I need to know that you're there for her. Yada, yada, yada. And Cisco's whole thing is just like, look, y'all been knowing Big Mama TT. Shouts out to Ty Vivens. Y'all been knowing her since the beginning of the time, or whenever the hell y'all met, since the show premiered. And y'all ain't did nothing to help the lady. And I'm trying to do my best to help her ass. Okay? I'm trying to stop her from being a drunk. I'm sick of seeing her laid out in the alleys, playing with the homeless and playing with the stray cats and big rats. And, scratching and shit, with Cup 45s all around. I'm sick of seeing her like that. And y'all ain't doing nothing. So, I mean, what am I supposed to do? As her man, I have to protect her. And, Nia ended up dragging Monique on out. And, she just couldn't take it no more. I was just like, child, this storyline, Tiara Marie, what you doing with your life? Tiara Marie, please have Megan. I'm going to try to forward Megan Walia battle information to you because you ain't listening to me. So maybe you'll listen to this beautiful lady and you need to pay attention to somebody because it don't make any sense. And to be honest, I genuinely do. I think that Tiara Marie likes to drink. Hell yeah. Do Mr. Chalaki likes to drink? Hell yeah. Do she probably like to drink a little bit more than me? I don't know. But the point is that this whole lady storyline is her being a drunk. And that's so annoying and upsetting. Am I the only one? It's just like Tiara Marie, because you actually have talent. You can count the people on this show that legitimately have talent on one hand. Legit. The people who and you can add up all the franchises. And there's legit just maybe 6 people who legit have real talent on these shows. The rest of them just out to get famous. They look good, so that's going to get them in, and they're willing to do any and everything to get that. So they're going to always be on these kind of shows because they ain't got shit else to do. They ain't got shit else going on for them. So it's just upsetting when you see somebody with actual real talent. I'm not saying she's a vocalist. Hey. But she actually has, she can sing. She can definitely sing. And she got some bobs. Is there any girls around that know how to make a girl feel? Know how to make a girl feel? Make her feel good. All I want to know is there any guys around that know how to make a girl feel? They want to make a girl feel. Make her feel good. I just wanna know. That was a bop. But they chose her over Rihanna and A Partridge in a Pear Tree. That's the end of her story. Years later, here comes Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Oh, to God in heaven. So anyway, it's wasted talent. So anyway, you know, Tia Marie, moving on from that scene, and I'm actually, we found out that Cisco ain't shit because we found out that he is messing around with this beautiful, black woman, this beautiful chocolate lady. But he's cheating on Tiara, so it's just like, Cisco, I was low key rooting for you because what I was gonna say was that I was actually on his side for the most part, because you're right. I mean, if you see that your friend got this problem and you ain't trying to help her, but now all of a sudden you're trying to help her because you're on camera and stuff, it's just like, what the hell is that about? Like, at least Cisco is trying to do his best to like help her. I mean, yes, it's just a 24-hour hangover moment, but she got a hangover every day, apparently. So I mean, it did help. I mean, hell, if she go back every single day, she'll be in the money. Shit, he is helping that woman, but he ain't shit with his shiny ass. He ain't shit, and he's cheating on her, and that's a shame. I was like, Lord. When I saw the whole scene of him with that beautiful black woman, I thought about the Donnell Jones video, Where I Want to Be, when he had his girl at the house and she was crying and yada yada yada. But he met this girl at the club and took her back to the hotel room. That's what it reminded me of, legit. So I was just like, Lord, a mess. But next week they're gonna go head to head, Cisco's new woman and Tia Marie. So whatever. So moving on from that, we have Hazel-E. Okay, so Hazel-E, she has a scene where she's having a photo shoot with her guy Rose Burgundy. Zell Swag would call him Rose Ruby, which is the funniest shit. Zell Swag's kind of growing on me. I didn't care for him at first. I guess it was just because of how he came on, and it was just like, it was just annoying because they just use gays as just like pocketbooks and shit on these kind of shows, and a lot of women do just in general. So I just wasn't excited about his presence being on the show because I already knew what he was going to be about. But I'm definitely starting to like him a lot more, and I definitely like him more than I like Ray, Mr. Ray. But anyway, so we have Hazel-E, and she's having a photo shoot, and the director, her and her guys actually taking a photo shoot together, and her guy tells Rose to step on out the way and let this be about Hazel. And Rose went down on the couch and started, pouting. And Hazel-E was just like, she stopped filming. She was just like, okay, what's up? He was just like, I'm sick of you always being in the front. But Rose, ain't this what you signed up for? To be on the show, and your way of getting on the show and getting a little fame and hopefully getting gigs is through Hazel. So play your position. And that's exactly what she said, because I'm just like, you already know what it is. I'm not surprised if Hazel don't have a contract between her and Rose Burgundy. This woman I think she's in her 40s, and you're in your 20s. I mean, what did you think she was going to use you for? Besides sex and confidence. What else? So, he was just like, you really like need to get together. She was like, okay, you're right. I am going to do my best to help you with as much as I can. But if the sex goes a lacking, I was going to rhyme, but it didn't make sense. If the sex goes a lacking, then you know why. It's because I'm working my ass off. He was just like, oh, that can never happen, boo-boo, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, child. So we have Hazel-E. Oh, she's getting on my nerves so bad, Jesus. We have Hazel-E, and she is meeting up with Chanel West Coast and Safari. And Chanel West Coast, she's trying to be a rapper / singer, whatever, the whole thing the kids do these days, that talk and sing and whatever. And so they're talking and having moments, and Safari's really, interested in investing in Chanel West Coast. And Hazel-E, she has this girl code company. I guess she like discovers talent or helps talent or whatever. So she has this, and they're talking and having moments, and they decide to get together about this whole video shoot. And because Chanel, she has a new song featuring Safari called New Bay, and I believe it's featuring Safari. And she wants Hazel-E to help direct, and Hazel-E was just like, okay, I got you, yada yada yada. So we shoot on down to the photo shoot. There's dancers there. Hazel-E done got the photo shoot. Actually, the video shoot actually looks nice. The set. Chanel West Coast, she came down there in her gangsta boo outfit. And Hazel was just like, okay, well, I want you to get with the girls and learn this choreography for the video. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 and I want you to fuck it up, okay? So he was just like, so she was like, excuse me. She was like, okay. So she, she gets down there, new bass song playing. She trying to get it. She trying to get into the groove and learn the steps, but mainly she just, rocking back and forth, doing her thing, fucking it up. And Hazel-E was just like, cut the shit, cut it. And Hazel-E was just like, this is what I taught you. Like, what is this? And Chanel West Coast was just like, girl, you expect for me to learn this damn choreography in 5 minutes? Are you serious? Like, are you serious with that? Child, they got into a little scuffle. It wasn't nothing. Security instantly scooped in. And they separated each other. And what I thought was the funniest part of the scene was when Hazel-E jumped in and started doing the choreography that Chanel West Coast was supposed to learn in 5 minutes. I hollered. Bitch, Hazel got up there. Hazel was fucking it up. I was like, yeah. Y'all, Hazel is showing her ass this season. And I'm low-key here for it just because it's funny, because she's just acting so ridiculous. And you can tell she's putting on the act. But it's also slightly annoying because it's just like, sis, you ain't never been that girl. You never been that girl. And that's why I've always liked you. Because you were the underdog and you was treated really badly on the show. But if I was treated as badly as you on the show, I wouldn't even came back. But, it goes back to that whole 5 thing. You can count on one hand, one, maybe half another hand, how many people are actually talented on the show, and the ones who aren't, they're willing to do any and everything for fame. Any and everything, child. So I was just like, that was a mess. Safari just sitting back, just like, damn, it's supposed to be women's rights. It's supposed to be girl code and all that shit. So let's see. Okay, Solo Lucci, he had a scene. I don't like to talk about people's kids, because even though when you're grown, everybody got a mama, right? Everybody got a daddy, right? But my God, that Solo Lucci, just a creature of the night, and I don't know. And it's just all about, it's so much, everything's just about fame these days, and I guess just swag and popularity, and hopefully you get famous. Oh, I'm dating a rapper and yada to the yada. Because I don't see what Alexis Skyy saw in this child, but she ain't shit either. So I mean, hell. So anyway, Solo Lucci, he has this video shoot. No, he doesn't. He's at this radio station, and they're talking to him, and the guy asked, "What's your favorite old school rapper?" And the first person he named was Lil Wayne. And I'm thinking to myself, when the hell was Lil Wayne old school rapper? I didn't get that. But then he was just like, I'm from Texas, and I rock with Master P, and I was just like, okay, that makes sense. The whole Master P reference, but Lil Wayne being a old school rapper. Is Lil Wayne retired? Okay. So anyway, Alexis Skyy came in, ruining the radio shoot. Not the radio shoot, the radio interview. And And she was just like, I thought you were supposed to love me. I told you to keep that bitch away from me because last week, Solo Lucci, baby mama, came in and destroyed Miss Nikki Baby's video shoot, and Alexis Skyy was one of her models. And so she came in, this the same thing that Alexis Skyy don't want people to do to her, she do to other people. Like she came on the show to fuck with Masika Malika. Masika Malika ain't giving her no shine. And now she's up. Now she's trying to. She was trying to get back, to basically attack Masika Malika and read her for what she did. But then the baby mama came and read her, and she don't like that. And came and destroyed her little job that she was doing for Miss Nikki Baby. Now she's coming and ruining Solo Lucci's opportunities on the radio interview. So it's just like she's a hypocrite. Like it's just so much hypocrisy a part of these shows. So it's just like, okay. And he was just like, man, I know you a hoe and I ain't really want you, yada city yada. She's upset, crying, and they escort her ass out. And Solo Lucci, he said to himself, he was just like, man, I'm trying my best to keep these women away from each other. I just can't help myself, and yada to the yada. Then you should go to a clinic. But, most men, it's not even an issue, just having two or more women, and they just think it's just nothing. And, you saying I love you to both of them. And it's just, I don't know how you keep up with all these people. Like, why don't y'all just be in a polyamorous relationship and just call it a day? Like, and you're stupid to think that these women are never going to find out about each other. That's just silly. People talk. Everybody knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who know your mama. Okay? And eventually it's going to get back to them. So why even do it? And why even get a relationship if you know you're a hoe? Just be single. I've never understood that. Anyway, so Alexis Skyy, she meets up with Lyrical. They're talking, shooting the shit, having moments. And it's kind of a conflict of interest because Lyrical is both Lyrical and A1 works with Solo Lucci. And so, they was just worried about, maybe to be a conflict of interest, us working together. Because, and Lyrical was just like, no, child, I'm a woman, and I mean, we cool, and it's not like we're best friends, so I mean, we gonna be good, whatever. Alexis Skyy was crying over that creature, and I was just like, oh. Anyway. So going back to Tia Marie had a scene with Cisco. She's actually singing. She's actually doing something. She's singing in the studio, and the song actually sounds cute. And she talks to Cisco. Cisco was just like, yeah, your girl Nia Riley and Monique Slaughter came by, and they tried to check me, about putting you in a 24-hour clinic for your dehydration because you're drinking so much alcohol. You ain't drinking enough water. And she was just like, what? But why did you didn't defend me? What you say to them? Cisco was just like, get your ass the fuck up out of here. No, she left on her own. He was just like, come back. Hey, come back in here. And, that's when he tell them girls, that he pipes these hopes and dreams up in their head and try to say that he gonna make them a star. But, he ain't making them nothing but kids. That R. Kelly shit. So, Tia Marie was just like, she from Detroit, so she ain't gonna take no shit, and he's from New York. So we have these two big cities coming at each other. It's destruction. So, and I know folks from Detroit because I got plenty of family members in Detroit. Shit loads of cousins in Detroit. So anyway, so they go outside and talk and have a conversation, and Cisco was just like, you need to watch your friends ain't your friends, and they jealous of you. And I wouldn't necessarily say that Moniece and Nia in particular are jealous of Tiara. I would just say, everybody's just following this damn storyline of her being a drunk. That's what they doing. And I do feel like they're genuinely her friends, though. I do. But, because Moniece been sticking by Tiara's side for a while. Remember when, I think last season, when Moniece threw that drink at Princess, when Princess attacked Tia Marie? Y'all remember that? So Moniece do ride for Tia Marie. I'll give her that. But, if they're jealous of her, about what? The red wigs she be having on her confessionals? No, God. So anyway, she was just like, "Oh, I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no friends." I was like, "Oh Lord, here we go with this shit." What else happened? So I see that they are really trying to incorporate Keyshia Cole in this cast, and we found out that Zell Swag is the stylist of Keyshia Cole and Tia Marie. I don't know what styles he's giving Tia Marie, but okay. He probably not even giving Keyshia Cole no styles, but okay. So Keyshia Cole. So with that said, it was only a matter of time before Keyshia Cole met up with Masika, and of course Masika has this issue with Zell now, and so yada yada. So we have Masika Malika, Keyshia Cole, and everybody's favorite best friend, Nia Riley, right there sitting poolside, chilling, having people rub up on them. They asking Keyshia Cole how she doing, what's going on with the album. She was just like, I'm just really working hard on my album. It's almost done. Hope it's, good and everything. And the scene was just so, like, tired to me. You could tell Keyshia Cole barely knows those girls, and, she wasn't trying to have that damn scene, but even though Keyshia Cole is Keyshia Cole, she still has to be with the rest of the cast. And so hopefully she don't end up, getting that Oakland squeezed out of her ass, but it could happen. So they're talking, and Masika Malika, she was just like, you know what? I gotta talk about your boy Zell. He really tried it. And I really don't know like what's going on with him. Because he tried my life last time. And, I blame Mr. Ray, but I really do blame him as well. And I don't know what to do. Keyshia Cole was just like, well, Zell got a good heart, but he will turn up. And one thing that stuck out to me was that Masika Malika, she was just like, I know her name is Masika Kalasia, but I like to say Masika Malika because Masika Kalasia is ignorant and Masika Malika is classy. No, I just like it because it rhymes. It's all, just, what the hell is a Masika? So, Masika and Keyshia, they're talking. What I was gonna say, one thing that stood out to me was that Masika was like, I expected Zell to turn up, but I didn't expect for Ray to turn up with him, which means that you don't have any kind of hope, or what you're basically saying that you expect for your friend, if you want to call him that, you expect for your friend to turn up and don't know how to act and have no manners and all that. But you expected more from Ray. So what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that Ray is classy and Zell Swag is trash? But then you go to Hazel's event and act a fool and yelling loud and throwing drinks and stuff. So aren't you and Zell the same? Hypocrisy. So anyway, Keyshia Cole was just like, look, this is just something you need to handle and you got it. So Moniece, she had a scene with her lady friend, her girlfriend, in which I do actually think they're a couple. A lot of these girls play gay on these shows, but I really do think they're a couple. And they're talking, having moments, and she was just like, I just wanna be. Moniece was just ready to go home. She just wanted some of that thing, some of that strap-on pleasure that the lady is giving her. I don't know what's going on in the household. It's not my business. But they was out to eat. Then they was talking, shooting the shit. She was just like, you know what? Cisco tried my life. He tried to come for me. He did. He came, and he was just like, trying to say that I'm not trying to help Tiara, and I've always tried to help Tiara, and that's genuinely my friend, and I care about her, and but the lady was just like, you can't help nobody who don't want to be helped, which is the classic line. You can't help anybody who don't want to be helped. But just shut up, young lady, because they got to follow a certain storyline. Mona set out a certain storyline for them and you that you have to follow, and you can't go out of the storyline. So stop trying to act like this is some real shit. Mona don't be telling these people like they're not good actors. They're not. So anyway, Ray comes flying in, and they call Ray Rachel when he's being dramatic and being extra. I'm like, oh Lord. So Raymond comes in. He was just like, you know what? I'm just really upset about this whole thing. I let that creature Zell Swag get me out of my character, and I'm just pissed off and I'm mad as hell at him. And me and Masika was supposed to be friends, yada to yada. And they was just like, look, we are friends with Zell and we're friends with you, Moniece. And we expect more out of you than we do Zell, which is the same thing. Zell Swag, these girls ain't your friends. And they're probably not even raised friends either. Um, so she was just like, we expected more from you and you reacted a certain way, so he did. So Moniece decided to tell Zell Swag, decided to tell Mr. Rachel, that he is that Zell Swag and Masika is going to get their feet done. And and he was just like, no, this our thing that we usually do. Like, and I was just like, why are we competing for Masika Malika's attention? Who the hell is she? Masika, it's just so interesting to me. All these girls on this show is, and on many of these reality shows, they just treat gays as not people. They treat them as just like accessories, purses. Somebody just to give them confidence, do their hair, and hold their purse. Oh, and can you scoop up the dog shit for me, darling? I can't bend down. That's what they give me. And this part is real life. Like, it's just what I feel. Not with everybody. Like, honestly, if we're friends, regardless of whatever, if I can't stand beside you, I'm sure as fuck not standing behind you. Bitch, who? No. If I can't stand beside you, then it's a wrap. I don't want to stand in front of you either. We just need to stand beside each other. We can't do this at all. But you're definitely going to stop walking in front of me, especially with damn stray dogs and shit. And well, I don't know nothing about this neighborhood. So, anyway. So, that was a messy move on Moniece telling Ray to show up at the nail bar knowing that Zell was going to be there and Masika. Child. So, I was just like, Lord. So, A1, he meets up with Lyrical, and Keyshia Cole is there, in the studio. Keyshia Cole was real nice and sweet about it. Lyrical, she walked up looking like Big Bird and all that light orange, and then with the hair, and she just looked like a sexy rooster. It was weird. She came up and he was just like, oh, hey, boo, what's going on? Like, oh, you working with Keyshia, yada. Keyshia ended up leaving because she knew it was about to be some shit, and, she don't need no more drama in her life. So Lyrical and A1 sat down and had a conversation, and she was just like, you supposed to be there for me, and now you working with another female. I know it's Keyshia Cole, and we cool, and I like her, but, you don't have a right, like, to do that. When we had this little arrangement, and I was just like, Lord. But then Lyrical said something that kind of made me be on her side. Lyrical said that she was the one that pretty much discovered or put A1 on, because wasn't nobody paying A1 no attention. They thought he didn't have talent. He was a joke. And his dress was dry. That's what they said. That's not what I said. And so I was just like, Lord, really? And so she was the one that, really helped him on. And she said, didn't nobody want to work with her because she was with him, and all kinds of stuff. And now he's on the up and up. Now he's feeling himself. And, now he's kind of throwing her away in the background. And so that part kind of made me understand. But still, Lyrical, the fact that you don't want him to work with any females is stupid. Especially seeing as how y'all married, and and the check, regardless of the check, whether it's coming from you or him or whomever, is going to the household. And she was just like, I ain't working with nobody no more. You really hurt my feelings. And last week you said you was shocked that Keyshia Cole even knew who you was, and now you working with her, snigging and grinning and shit all up in her face, and now you doing me this way. Like, what's wrong with you? She got up, she was emotional and left. They came back in and made up and had a moment. I do like Lyrical and A1 together. I do. But she needs to loosen the reins a little bit. Like, let that man work with. I mean, honestly, Lyrical, if you're worried about him cheating, girl, this gonna happen regardless. If he want to, you can't stop nobody from doing nothing, especially somebody grown. If they want to do it, they're gonna find a way to do it. And then, what you gonna do? So we meet up with, we have Zell Swag and Masika Malika. Now Masika Malika, last week she didn't want Zell Swag at her event, and Ray insisted on inviting him. So she did. And this week she actually invited Zell Swag and left Ray out of the fold. But like I said, Monique already told him about it. So we have Zell Swag and Masika. He tries to get up and give her a hug, and she didn't even give him a hug. She didn't shake his hand. Hand him a chicken wing, hand him a wipe to wipe off his dirty feet before he put him in the water. Nothing. And I'm just like, Masika, you invited this dude there. Why are you still being hateful to him? I'm just like, Masika really feeling herself. She really thinks she's more important than what she is with her no talented having ass. I just can't. And with the big old double D jug she laid on her. Masika, she was such a beautiful woman, and she's still a pretty lady, but she's just exaggerated as hell. And it's just, what you gonna do when you get 50, Masika? And everything just starts to hang naturally. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? So they were talking and having mom, and she was saying, I'm still upset with you. All of a sudden, here comes damn Ray. He come bouncing in, shooting shit. And they was just like, oh Lord, you're here. And Ray started to talk, and he was just like, yeah, well, I felt some kind of way about this. And Masika, I'm glad that you're now rescuing animals from the animal shelter, and you're a creature basically. And he was just like, what kind of creature am I? What kind of animal am I? He was like a Tasmanian devil mix or something. Then all of a sudden we see Zell Swag dash like a damn cheetah from Big Cat Diary on Animal Planet. He came rushing Ray, and he almost got him in the security and had to get him. And Masika just sitting there laughing, and he was all bloody and all that kind of stuff. And Masika was just like, if they stop being silly, they'll actually end up being friends or lovers. And I was just like, shut up. So Zell Swag outside, and Ray, you're ghetto, you're from the ghetto, out into the yacht. Ray, nobody cared about people coming from the hood, child. Every damn ethnic person just about came from the hood. Please. So silly. He's built like the Kool-Aid man. And I'm just like, child, please, you ain't no better than nobody. So this whole situation is probably making me being a little bit more on Zell Swag's side than Ray's, because Ray's just ridiculous. But ultimately, it's these females that's encouraging this shit. They're enjoying the fact that these two queens are fighting over them. And next week, we're going to see some guy that Ray's messing with is hitting up in Zell Swag, and he gonna be like, well, I guess he tried to give me head, and they gonna throw, it's just constant drama with the gays. And so this reunion is just gonna be a key for everybody, because they don't take them seriously. Ultimately that's what it boils down to. So anyway, with that said, this video is long enough. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat, ITSKINGWORLD on Facebook, and all that good stuff. All my social media moments will always be where? In the bottom bar below. Okay, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later. I love you much.